Have you heard the rumors about Cucurella yet? That's crazy, bro. Al-Naser is reportedly seriously interested in this lion-maned player. I was thinking, seriously? Cucurella? But he's been really scary lately. He was Chelsea's most used player last season, you know? And he didn't just run around, he also contributed goals. But Chelsea isn't sitting idly by. Apparently, they've prepared a new contract for Cucurella because he's considered a key player for their long-term Maresca project. So rumors about Al-Naser, they flatly rejected it. Funnily enough, Chelsea is also courting Hato from Ajax. Now then, this 18-year-old will be a direct competitor for Cucurella, but he can also play at center back. So it's not about replacing him, but rather adding options, bro. Just imagine, next season, Chelsea will have two left backs, one with curly hair, one agile Dutch kid. What's clear is that Cucurella isn't the same as when he first arrived. He seemed burdened by the transfer fee. Now, he's a hero. I'd be happy if Chelsea could keep him. As for you, would your team want Cucurella to move? Let us know in the comments, bro. Don't forget to like and subscribe so you don't miss out on Chelsea's increasingly hot transfer news.
Bro, finally, Joao Felix has really left Chelsea. I swear, this is like the end of a saga that's been so unclear, actually. So here's the thing. Felix, who was once touted as a star at Stamford Bridge, ends up hanging around the bench more often. You know, from the start, it seemed like he couldn't find the right place at Chelsea. He's tried out under several coaches, but he's still stuck in the same place. And finally, boom! Yesterday was officially announced. Felix's permanent move to Al-Naser. Yep, the CR7 and Joao Felix reunion is now a real thing. Apparently, CR7 personally approved this transfer. Can you imagine a player who once wanted to return to Benfica ended up being poached by an Arab club? Benfica couldn't afford the fee, so Al-Naser immediately snatched him up like a thief. Oh yeah, the fee is also quite hefty, bro. 30 million euros up front, plus add-ons that could add another 20 million euros. So the total could reach 50 million euros. Crazy. Chelsea could actually profit from Felix, whose performance is mediocre. For those of you who forgot, Felix joined permanently from Atletico last summer for around 45 million pounds. But because he was loaned to AC Milan yesterday and is now sold for a high price, Chelsea can actually make a small profit. Not bad, huh? He played 40 times for Chelsea in total, scoring 11 goals and providing 2 assists. But yeah, in terms of impact, a bit empty, bro. Now, we just have to wait and see. Will he rise alongside Ronaldo at Al-Naser, or will he sink further into the shadow of the GOAT? So, what do you think? Will Felix succeed in Saudi Arabia, or is this just a career escape? Let us know your thoughts in the comments.
Crazy, bro. Chelsea's transfer news is heating up again this week. Have you heard yet? Fabrizio Romano just updated, and he says Chelsea has total confidence in closing 2 deals at once. Yes, 2 young Dutch players on the rise, Joao Felix from Ajax and Xavi Simons from RB Leipzig. Hey, seriously, this isn't a trivial rumor, bro. Romano tweeted directly at X. It's just a matter of time, I'd say. Reportedly, Chelsea agreed to personal terms with Hato last week. Now we just need to work out the price structure with Ajax. And Hato also said he's okay with moving to England. But what really excites me, Xavi Simons. This kid has a really edgy style of play and could help Palmer in midfield with goals and assists. And did you know, Xavi Simons himself really wants to join Chelsea? Negotiations with RB Leipzig regarding the price and payment method are still ongoing, but from a player perspective, he's already said yes. Imagine, next season, Chelsea will have Hato on the left flank to compete with Cucurella and Simons behind the striker alongside Palmer? This is insane. I'm starting to think this new Chelsea project is starting to take a clear direction. Young, talented players with a solid mentality. Not just buying big names, but truly fitting into the team system. Insane. But do you agree that Chelsea should go all in on both, or focus on one first? Tell me, which is more important to you, Hato or Simons?
Crazy, bro. This transfer really makes me think, are you serious? Jackson to Barcelona? Wow. Hey, listen up first. So according to the latest reports, Barcelona is now the strongest candidate to sign Nicolas Jackson from Chelsea. Yes, bro, Jackson, who was the main striker at Stamford Bridge just last season, is now on Barca's radar. But here's the plot twist. Jackson himself still wants to stay in the Premier League. Oh, man. Now, you must be thinking, why is Barca suddenly targeting Jackson? Well, here it is. It turns out Barca is looking for a backup for Lewandowski, and they've been eyeing Jackson because of his experience in La Liga with Villarreal. So they think Jackson could adapt more quickly. They said they'd try a loan first, then give them a buy option. Classic Barca, huh? Thrifty but wanting to get a top player. But on the other hand, Chelsea are also confused because they've already recruited a lot of strikers. There's Jamie Bino-Gittens, Liam Delap, even Joao Pedro. Can you imagine? Jackson is increasingly marginalized. But Chelsea initially set a price of 100 million euros. Now it's dropped to 50 million euros. Wow. And what's making things even heated is that Manchester United were also interested, but now they're busy pursuing Benjamin Sesko. Newcastle are also eyeing Jackson as a backup for Isak, and Aston Villa have also started making inquiries. But yeah, Chelsea are a bit hesitant to let him go to a Premier League rival. That's understandable. But back to Jackson. He's still determined to succeed in England. He wants to prove himself, to truly be a top striker in the Premier League, not a reserve abroad. Imagine, you're already playing for Chelsea and suddenly have to leave for Barca just to be a backup for Lewandowski. Would you rather play against Isak at Newcastle or be the main striker at Villa, right? What do you think, bro? Would Jackson be better suited to continuing in England or taking on a new challenge at Camp Nou?
Crazy, bro. Chelsea, they really can't stay still in the transfer market. Do you know Emmanuel Emegha, the tall striker from Strasbourg? Only 22 years old, but already the team captain. Well, Chelsea's reportedly very close to signing Emegha for next season. Seriously, at first I thought, who the hell is Emegha? But when I saw his stats, crazy, man. 14 goals and 3 assists in 27 Ligue 1 games last season? That's incredible for a young player. And just imagine, he was just appointed captain of Strasbourg, even though he's only 22 years old. That shows he's not only skilled on the pitch, but also has leadership skills. Apparently, Chelsea is close to agreeing on personal terms. It's just a matter of time before the announcement. But what's really heating up is that RB Leipzig are also keeping an eye on this kid. They're ready to act quickly if Benjamin Sesko leaves. So this could be a real fight. It makes me think this long-term project of Chelsea is truly terrifying. Buying a young player quietly, but with explosive potential, like Lavia or Andre Santos, but more mature. Just imagine, in 2026, Emegha suddenly becomes Chelsea's main striker. Tall, young, and already a team leader. Could he be the next generation's Didier Drogba? Do you agree that Emegha will be an underrated transfer that will ultimately explode? Leave your thoughts in the comments.